Hello everybody, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you guys are fans, it might look a little different around here. I'm so used to being in my cabin, but for some reason my cabin does not have any more connection. No. Well, that's not even my cabin, that's my dad's cabin. That's where my dad just sits in there for hours, just reflecting upon life. So shout out to my pops. Sometimes he watches my videos, but yeah, whatever. Just want to say, I hope you all having a good day wherever you are in the world. You know, may we stay prosperous during these times, and you know, maybe just stay strong no matter what's going on.
In full panic mode.
So today's video, it's gonna be about Oakland and San Francisco crime. As you guys have seen, it's getting crazy, and it's always been getting crazy due to the policies that have been put in place. So anyways, you guys, I'm gonna be covering an article really quickly before I get to a little reaction video. I don't think I'm gonna watch the whole video, but just gonna be watching little highlights. To me, that's really, really important for people who don't know what's going on, because people just think that Oakland's getting crazy because of certain groups and stuff like that. But to me, it's the policies that are being put in place that are, you know, influencing, you know, violence and crime and all that good stuff. So this article is titled "Newsom to Send 120 CHP Officers to Fight Crime in Oakland" by Taryn Luna and Hannah Wiley. This was on February 6, 2024, and let's get to it. So Governor Gavin Newsom announced Tuesday that he's sending 120 highway patrol officers to Oakland under a new state law enforcement campaign targeting an uptick in violent crime and theft that has placed political pressure on politicians, which divided Democrats and bolstered criticism of California's criminal justice policies. So I don't know why, you know, the governor now is trying to do something when he's the one that's signing all these policies that are causing an uptick of violent crime. Moving on. Newsom's decision to bolster police presence in Oakland comes amid a barrage of recent headlines on the city's crime rates, business closures, and campaigns to oust the city's mayor and Alameda County's chief prosecutor from office. So why is he doing all this now after everything has already been shut down, after, you know, the streets have been destroyed and stuff like that? Like, now, why do you want to react now when it's already at the very bottom? So the problems in Oakland, the smash and grab, retail crime in big cities across California have inspired debate about whether to reform Proposition 47. So Proposition 47 is the policy that Newsom and his people pushed and passed, which basically gives people a slap on the wrist for crimes. So if your car, you know, gets your Cadillac converter stolen, the person who stole it is only gonna get a slap on the wrist. Like, you know, we all have heard about that. But it's just really interesting how, again, these are the people that are pushing these policies, and then when their policies destroy the city, they over here like acting like they care and like, oh my goodness, let me send some more officers to protect the city after I destroyed it, you know? So that's just my opinion. I might sound like some crazy Arab who's just going on a rant. I'm just really upset, like, because this is our city, and these people who are passing these policies don't even live here. They're just making money off these prospering cities, you know? Like, how is Oakland and San Francisco such a poor city when for so many years it had so much people coming in and out with tech companies, you know, with our sport teams that were there? Like, how we not raise any money to fix all this stuff going on, you know? So just my opinion. So this is a quotation by Newsom. So here's what Newsom has to say. He's like, "What's happening in this beautiful city and surrounding area is alarming and unacceptable. So if it's alarming and unacceptable, why are you passing these policies that are causing this to happen? Makes no sense." So that's when he said, "I am sending the California Highway Patrol to assist local efforts to restore a sense of safety that the hardworking people of Oakland and the East Bay demand and deserve." Why did it take so long after all these companies and all these stores already been shut down? Makes no sense. So moving on, violent crime increased 21% in 2023 from the year before, according to the Oakland Police Department's end-of-year crime report. Homicides topped 100 for the fourth consecutive year. Robberies grew by 38% and burglaries by 23%. Motor vehicle theft surged 45% in 2023 from the prior year. Like, low-key, whenever I park my car though, like, I'm not gonna lie, I wish I had some type of invisible cloak to put over my car, because like, I'm low-key paranoid whenever I go to work, and I'm always looking at my car to make sure my car don't get broken into, because, you know, it's not that I leave anything valuable in the car, it's just like, you know, there's always someone trying to find something in your whip. There's something hecka funny. I've been working at hotels for a good minute. And being a front desk agent, there's always guests who get their cars broken into. I always used to work in downtown Oakland, and now I work by the Oakland airport. Like, people's whips are always getting broken into, and I mean that. Like, cars be getting stolen so fast. Like, I remember I was at the hotel, and I had to go pick up some guests from the airport to take them to our hotel, and I'll drop them off at their car. And then I'm like having a nice talk with them. They just came back from Hawaii and stuff, and then like they gave me a nice tip, and I was driving them to where their car was parked at the hotel, and then they was like, my car is right here. And then when I pulled up, they're like, wait, my car is not here. So we're driving around the whole parking lot trying to find their car. And then, yeah, found out their car got broken into and got stolen within like a minute. So me and my manager watched the video, and literally it was some kid who had this little box, and all he did was press a button and open the car right away and got in there and got out so quick. So I just want to say, like, these new cars that are coming out are so easy to manipulate and so easy to steal. Next bullet point is that the number of people experiencing homelessness in Oakland also increased by nearly 1,000 from 2019 to 2022 to a total of 5,055 individuals sleeping in tents, cars, RVs, abandoned buildings, or on the streets. So that's really unfortunate. Newsom's GOP critics have latched onto images of encampments and stories about In-N-Out Burger. Another thing that people are so sad about, our only In-N-Out Burger was closed down. And this whole like situation with the In-N-Out Burger made it onto so many podcasts, like been on the news. It's crazy. Like, the In-N-Out Burger wasn't just a fast food restaurant for us, it was a sanctuary.
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend.
So this is the last thing I'm gonna get to before we get to the video. So the governor's office said Newsom's law enforcement campaign in Oakland would increase CHP presence in the city and East Bay by nearly 900%. The state is also deploying license plate readers and specialized units with police dogs and air support to target auto theft, cargo theft, retail crime, and violent crime. So we're gonna be under heavy surveillance, according to this article, because now they're going to be deploying all these little cameras. We already have hella cameras in our city, but this is going to be a different type of surveillance, if you know what I mean. It could be for the good, it could be for the bad, who knows. But it is so true that whenever I'm driving around Oakland, I do see hella more officers now, like CHP officers, like California Highway Patrol officers. I think that's what CHP stands for. But I've been seeing a lot of them, so when I be driving, I be feeling like a little suspicious, even though I'm not doing anything. I'm just driving in my car, and there is more like police. So I don't know if that's gonna fix what's going on right now in the city. So yeah, that's pretty much it of this article. Let's get straight to the video. All right, y'all, let's get to the video. So this is Tommy G, 1.33 million subscribers. His videos are really dope. He literally goes all around America and just documents people's neighborhoods, how they get to where they are and stuff like that. So shout out to my boy Tommy G. This is the video right here. Let's get straight into it.
We caught that a stolen. He ain't buy that.
Across the country, people are talking about crime in the Bay Area, specifically San Francisco.
We're in San Francisco, theft capital of the world. It's getting crazy out here.
It really is. Got the Jordans on. Okay.
What's the biggest haul you've ever had?
They call me the high-speed specialist. I'm getting away from choppers.
I swear to God, you really look like a cop right now. I'm not here lying, I swear to God.
They really do, though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Theft in America seems to be dramatically on the rise, and no city better exemplifies this than San Francisco.
Another brazen theft at a San Francisco drugstore.
It's happened again. 4 women run off after stealing from the CVS pharmacy.
$2 million worth of goods suspected to be stolen out of San Francisco.
Every day in Bay Area
God
news,
dang.
you can read stories about car theft, retail theft, robberies, and more. San Francisco was once one of America's golden cities, but the crime here is so wild that newspapers and locals have started referring to this place as Gotham City. Part of why this is happening are policies like Proposition 47. Essentially, what Prop 47 does is make any theft under...
So this, yeah, Prop 47. That's what I was just talking about before. So in San Francisco, police cannot arrest anyone for shoplifting under a felony charge if the goods stolen are under $950. Instead, SFPD is often held to its citation release policy, meaning that most shoplifters are just given a fine of no more than $1,000 and let go. So yeah, that's what Proposition 47 was all about. which is, like I said, to many people, it's a good thing for people who are really struggling and can't make any money at all with no jobs. So like, you know, people have to do what they got to do. And before Prop 47, people will be in jail forever for stealing something as simple as a catalytic converter. But, you know, there's just pros and cons to everything, but this is what he's covering.
Under $950, a misdemeanor where the person stealing faces little to no consequences.
Under current state law, shoplifting merchandise valued under $950 is considered a misdemeanor.
In turn, this has led people to make careers as professional thieves. In the Bay Area, these people are referred to bippers, boosters, and fences. Boosting is when someone goes into a store and takes out as much merchandise as they can.
And I've seen something like this happen, by the way. I don't mean to keep pausing the video, but I was at an Apple store trying to fix my phone, and I swear I seen somebody do that same exact thing. Just come in, bop, take them out so quick. Came out like with 7 phones. He could have stole all of it, but he only took like 7 of them. And then the security guard, all they had to do was sit there and watch, because security guards get in trouble if they put their hands on them. Because again, these are just small crimes according to Proposition 47.
People that buy the stolen goods from the boosters and sell it into the black market.
Authorities say they are organized gangs of criminals who sell the merchandise to a fencing operation.
The result of this has been costly for San Francisco. Retailers are pulling out left and right. In Union Square, once a high-profile destination, 17 retailers have pulled out since 2020. This includes places like Nordstrom, Office Depot, and Old Navy. Starbucks alone has closed at least 19 locations in the San Francisco area. The impact of this is that thousands of people no longer have a place to work. To take a closer look at this issue of theft, we dive into the underworld. In this episode, we explore black markets and we talk to bippers, boosters, fences, and guys that pull heists. Folks, an announcement you should
Let me skip this part.
know about a live event in
No offense, Tommy G. But yeah, that's why like a lot of the shit at Walmart be locked up. Like something as simple as shampoo, cologne, like the most simplest shit is locked up and you gotta ask somebody to open it for you. Back then it was never like that. So with all this crime and shit, it's making it harder for people to shop. And like when I went to San Francisco, literally every freaking store was like closed. Like it was literally like a ghost town. Like if you compare it to how San Francisco looked like 5 years ago and you compare it to how it looks today, it's so sad. Like damn.
I got some drink and some Percocets up in the stew and they got me geeked up like a nerd. If a fuck nigga try to say something stupid my way, then I'm
probably get copyright.
I got a whole lot of
the song slap.
I even got shit that you ain't never heard.
Bridge, man. That's crazy. Hometown.
Folks,
home.
Today we're diving into San Francisco's theft culture. The amount of boosting and bipping and stealing and thievery is almost unbelievable. And we're going to take you directly into that world
hit her in the head with
and
that
that's
shit.
always a pleasure bringing you on this channel.
Shit
the
crazy.
real, raw, inside scoop of what's happening. We're about to go meet a crew of boosters.
About to skip this a little bit.
Niggas been hanging, come going.
It's not worth it being in San Francisco anymore. A lot of retail places are closing up because of all the thievery.
San Francisco's once bustling downtown streets still struggling to bounce back as retailers continue to flee.
A lot of retailers have been pulling out of the city.
In the past few weeks, Westfield announced it's giving up its prominent downtown mall location, while AT&T revealed it is closing its flagship store in the city.
Man, I feel like pretty soon they're gonna start having some people like turrets. I don't know if y'all know what like turrets are, like freaking automatic weapons at the front door, like operated by AI. I'm telling you, like it's getting to the situation where people cannot have a business because every time they open up a business in the Bay Area, boom, it's gonna get shut down because of all the crime and stuff like that. So I have a feeling pretty soon California's gonna pass some type of law where people can just start gassing people when they come up and trying to steal, because people who are trying to defend their stores a lot of times get in trouble for trying to defend their stores. So I just find it really interesting. How can you have a business in the Bay Area and how can it prosper if you know that there's laws that are protecting people who are coming into your stores and gonna like put you out of business? So to me, it's just very organizational. Like, are these laws and policies being passed on purpose to affect people who have businesses in the Bay Area? And like, what's gonna happen when all these stores shut down, all these retail stores that shut down in the Bay Area? Like, where's the money gonna go? Like, the economy is so fucked up already. So like with all these stores being shut down, where can people work at? Like literally, how can people make ends meet if all these stores that they worked at are being shut down? It's just at the end of the day, it's really messed up because it affects the workers, you know, people who are trying to pay for school, people who are trying to, pay rent and all that good stuff. So now they got to go to crime. They got to start doing what they got to do to make ends meet. So it's just like a downward spiral.
This is a place you don't want to leave valuables in your car.
Facts.
We're looking into Bippy and Boosted.
Oh my God.
Is it crazy here?
It's pretty crazy.
Have you ever had your car windows?
Me personally, no.
Do you know people that have their car windows smashed?
Most definitely.
What do you think about that?
Way to survive out here, I guess. I mean, as long as you know what you're doing, keeping it straight, you know the right people, you should be good.
Someone bashed out your car window, conceals your phone charger, your phone, all your stuff. What should happen to that person?
They'll steal your socks too.
Man, it's over with for him.
Nothing with the police?
Hell no, they never get the police involved.
Why?
They won't do nothing anyway.
They can't do anything because, again, these policies prevent them from bringing justice,
Nice to meet you. So this place is crawling with police. I don't know how anyone's gonna get this job done. I would be deterred. If I had this much police, I would be deterred. This is ballsy. I was expecting it to be a lot easier, but this actually seems like it's kind of difficult.
I believe he's in SF right now. Oh, he did this video in SF.
Crazy. And there's security guards and police everywhere. Is that normal?
Absolutely.
It seems like it's a high pressure situation. It doesn't seem as easy as I was picturing, which just
This man came with a bike, bro.
With some situations, it depends. It depends on what the boosting style is. Some people are called guerrilla boosters, and they don't care. They'll beep on the way out, so they'll just run in there, grab it, and they're gone.
If I'm walking out with
real life GTA out here.
Patagonia jackets, can someone stop?
They can stop you. It depends on the person. Some people have like security, like they have security. They might say something to you. They're not going to chase you out the door.
This is like a small army of police officers.
All they can do is watch.
If I was in the business of being a professional chief, I'd be like, I think I'm going to put my 2 weeks in today. I'll just do something else.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just go right now.
Obviously, the city knows what's going on, and there is some type of economy that is working for them. The city would be scared to shut down boosting completely for all the different people, because then they would be worried about civilians getting attacked, robbed, the cars getting dipped, those things like that.
That's a good point.
They have the
So that's really crazy that he brought that up. So he's saying that, like, okay, if we do, get rid of Proposition 47 and these, these fencers and boosters and whatnot are not able to do what they do, they're going to go to other means. So, like, the city has a lot to work with, and it's very risky because it's either, like, just have shit get stolen or have people get hurt. So it's like, what do you choose? Like, yeah, your car getting broken into, but what's worse, your car getting broken into or your life getting taken? Because I'm telling you, like, there's a lot of people right now relying on this proposition to stay here because that's how they make their money. Like, if Proposition 47 is going to be taken away, we're going to see a different uptick of crime, one that we probably have never seen before. But it is what it is at the end of the day. There's not much we can do but just see and just rely on our government. You feel me?
The market, something like that.
So basically, if people can steal from like Dick's Sporting Goods, it's a lot less dangerous than stealing from individuals. Is that the idea?
Yes, they're getting that insurance for those lost products.
Dick's Sporting Goods closed, when Walmart closed. Like you saw this in Chicago. There was just too much theft, and now people that depend on that place for their groceries, they're out of luck. What do you think about that?
That's extremely unfortunate. I think there's other things going on. I don't think that solely that is just closing down just because of the theft numbers. Because then if that was the case, their insurance is garbage.
Interesting.
Are you familiar with the term bipping?
Yes.
What does that mean to you?
Breaking a car window and grabbing stuff out of the car. It is a problem in the city. In particular areas, you just don't park your car and expect it to be safe.
Have you ever been bipped before?
Yes.
Bro, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like pretty soon you're gonna start seeing people in Oakland riding horses and donkeys and shit. Because I'm telling you, bro, like, having a car, you are literally a liability. Because people be leaving valuable ass shit. Even if you don't leave anything in plain view, there's always somebody who's gonna think something in your car valuable. So nowadays, it's like, damn, like, you gotta have insurance. You feel me? Like, your insurance has to be top notch, because if your car does get broken into, your insurance gonna go up. And that's what the thing that's really fucked up to me. It's like, yeah, I have so many friends who had their Cadillac converter stolen, got their car stolen, like literally get their car stolen. And what happens? The insurance goes up, not because of what they did, but because of what someone else did. So it's just like, at the end of the day, the good people are always being affected,
Do What ran through your head after that?
Why do I have to deal with this? I live in one of the richest cities in the world.
What should happen to Bippers?
Swift and short punishment. The reason it's a problem is there are no consequences.
Do you feel like the people in charge in San Francisco are doing a good job?
I would say no. The people in charge of San Francisco are captured by ideology rather than what's actually practically beneficial for the residents of the city.
We head to an underground parking garage to talk to a lady that is a full-time booster to learn more about her and her operation. Here's what we found out.
I have to say, this is not what I expected to walk into. You look like you could be just going on a lunch break for your office job and on a walk with your dog.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got into the world of boosting.
Life's just been rough for us. I've had 2 jobs and they just didn't go very well.
When you say us, you're talking about you and the dog?
Yeah,
or?
yeah.
Okay.
She's my little mascot. She comes everywhere with me.
Bro, you gotta stop playing with her.
When you're boosting, like, is it a certain dollar amount or a certain type of product?
If you were to get something that's $50, you'd probably sell it for $5, $10.
What's the biggest haul you've ever had?
About, maybe a little over a couple grand.
Really? And what was that? What were the
Cashmere, they run about $200, $300. Michael Kors, $500, $600, $700 purses and stuff like that.
What leads you to do this? Because I would imagine this is a high pressure, high stress kind of job.
Yeah, honestly, to survive, to be able to eat, to feed my dog. If you want to eat, you gotta do what you gotta do, really.
There's a domino effect to this, right? Like I know that a lot of retail stores have shut in San Francisco, and there's people that depend on that full-time money for their family. Are there any consequences for doing this, or is it kind of open season, you can kind of just get away with it?
There's a maximum of up to $950 before you go to jail.
So
that's what I talked about.
Take under that amount?
So yeah, that's the whole Proposition 47 has to be under $950. Like I said, if you can steal $950 or less, you good. So that's why I'm saying this whole video today is about policies. It's not the people, it's the policies being put in place, and they're being put in place for a reason. So yeah, like I just hope it gets better here, and I hope, you know, our leaders, our cities can do so much better than what they're doing right now. I feel like they're doing the bare minimum because they're just trying to make sure that they get money in their pockets. So at the end of the day, this video was just to show you guys that it's a back and forth right now. It's not just a one-way solution. There's so much that has to be put in place to fix what's going on. And I feel like the only way we can fix this is if the people stand up. And I'm not just talking about like standing up and like just protest and stuff like that, but keeping people accountable. Who are these people that are passing these crazy ass laws and these policies that are literally influencing such crime? You feel me? But, and again, like some people may argue that we need this proposition to stay, you know, stay here because again, people can't make a living without stealing shit, you know? So it's just like, damn, like what do we do as a city? And, you know, I know I'm not no professional journalist, reporter, but I'm just a concerned citizen, you feel me? Like, I love the Bay Area and I want to see the Bay Area prosper. I don't want to see it go down, you know? But it is what it is at the end of the day. This video was just to show you guys that there's so much more that's going on behind closed doors, you know? But just thank you so much for staying tuned and watching this video. I hope you guys liked it. And just want to say thank you to Tommy G for letting me react to your video. Tommy G really doing his thing. I really do like how he is going around everywhere in America and trying to find the root of the problem. And that's what we need to do. We need to find the roots and pull them things out. Because if we don't pull them out, man, it's gonna spread. It's gonna spread like wildfire. So just want to say thank y'all so much for tapping in. Hope y'all have a good one. Peace out.